Welcome back to my channel. Obviously, today we are excited to talk about the protein that we are going to be launching. If you have been following along, Jordan and I are finally starting our own supplement brand, and we are starting with a protein. We will be sampling many other products and supplements to add to the line later, but we are starting with just protein first. We have a chocolate delight. If you want to join the waitlist, I will leave the link in the comments below, and you can go ahead and sign up to be one of the first to give the protein a try. Protein powder is grass-fed protein with 24.5 grams of protein. To make sure that we can guarantee you guys the best product, we had our protein third-party tested. There is 0 sugar and there is only 7 ingredients. We will also be launching these new FitGrind shaker cups so that you can mix up your protein. Be sure to stay to the end of this video so I can show you one of my favorite recipes using our protein.
Today we are hitting lower body. So we are getting a nice dynamic warm up, getting some blood flow to the legs. I started off with a 5-minute bike and sled superset. So pushing the sled and going on the bike back and forth for a minute each. And I did about 5 minutes total. And then now I'm just jumping into some dynamic flow to get, like I said, some blood flowing and open up the hips. And then we are going to dive right into some squats. So I'm just gonna get a couple warm-up sets in here. Not doing too crazy heavy today because we are going to start running 3 times a week. So the strength training on the lower body is going to be less intense. So we are just keeping some tension on the depth here to get some quad activation, because like I've told you in previous videos, I lack quad activation and I have a really hard time getting my quads to engage. So that's something I've really been working on. So we're just focusing on that and moving into a straight leg RDL. And when we are hinging in the hips, we are focusing on feeling that pull in the hamstrings and not trying to get the bar all the way down to the ground, but focusing on just getting that tension in the hamstrings, getting a nice good stretch, keeping your back and chest nice and tall so that you don't pull with your back. That's one of the most common issues that people have. So next we are going to do some single leg hip thrust on the hip thrust machine. These are a lot more challenging than you would think. And you can definitely tell if you have any imbalances while doing these. You will have to make note on that. And then we are going to superset this with a hamstring ball curl. Same thing, really can see the weakness on each leg, which is also why I like to implement a lot of single leg movements, because when you can figure out which leg is weaker, you can really try to fix and correct that. And that's going to help you overall in your strength training and running. And last but not least, we are doing single leg extension. So we're going to do 12 on each leg, really get a nice good squeeze at the top of this movement, focusing on fatiguing the quads.
All right, as promised, I'm going to show you guys my favorite, most used protein recipe. If you don't already have one, you're gonna need this guy over here, a Ninja Creamy. Totally worth the investment. We use this so much and we have learned the perfect recipe to make it thick and creamy and exactly like ice cream consistency. So I highly suggest you invest in one if you haven't already. I'm gonna show you guys in this next part of the video the 3 ingredients that it will take to make the perfect ice cream using protein. You can add whatever toppings you want to this, but I hope you guys enjoy.